Alright, this is Social Engineering by me, Carter O'Brien. This is a presentation about social engineering, what it is, and how to prevent it. So social engineering is the act of tricking someone into divulging information or taking action. So for example, taking action may be, driving to another state, or buying something, like someone on the phone telling you have to buy someone, or a classic example is like a Nigerian prince asking for your banking information or something. And usually information, again, is financial or personal, involving someone's identity or banking information. So someone trying to steal your identity theft, or getting into your bank account. And this is just a good picture to show it. It's basically someone just going through the internet trying to get to you, to get to your money or your identity or information. So there are four main types of social engineering. You have pretexting, which is a false justification or a lie used in order to draw out personal information. You have baiting, which is enticing a victim with something that they want. So for example, like money, like, oh, I want to give you this money, but I need to have your bank account first, which is basically just an excuse to get your bank account. There's a quid pro quo, which is an offer to exchange personal information for a good or something the victim might want. So what's your social security? I'll give you $1 million for your social security, or something like that. Tailgating is the act of following a victim into a restricted system, such as a hacker watching a user go through a security screen. This is pretty common in companies. For example, my dad's a banker, he works for Chase. They're always sending him emails that are loaded with not malware per se. They're always testing their employees through emails. So if you click on the email, if you do the wrong thing, the company's going to know you're a security threat. And sometimes they're real threats. So someone might follow one of the employees back into the secure server and try to get the banking information. So the three main prevention methods I go over in my paper: you have antivirus software, just good old common sense, and education. Antiviral software is like Norton or Malwarebytes or something. It's basically just a filter that helps filter ads and controls what you see. Basically narrows down your computer. If you click on something that's bad, it can sometimes detect it, but it's not bulletproof. There's a lot of holes in it, but it is a really good just blanket solution. Next is common sense. Common sense is the best thing you can have. And when I say common sense, it's not really common sense. You just have to learn how to recognize malware, Trojan horses, when someone is asking when something isn't right. If something doesn't feel right, it usually isn't right. For example, someone asking for your banking information, or giving you a lot of information about themselves, but you don't even know them. So for example, like we went over earlier, someone's asking for your banking information or your social security without a good reason, and it's probably a social engineering tactic or ploy. Lastly is education. I was really lucky in elementary school. I had a teacher. We got taught this very young about viruses and baiting and phishing. And it's basically the best thing we can do is expand this and teach everybody about it. How to stay safe on the internet and all that good stuff, just in elementary schools and middle schools, because the internet is now becoming such a big part of our life. If you compromise yourself on the internet, it can affect you in a really major way. Lastly, any questions, but you're not here, and references. The end.